everybody, Holly here from Holiday Any Day. Today we're gonna make something super duper cool. It is a rosé wine simple syrup. So we're taking rosé wine, kind of like a regular simple syrup, but we're using wine instead of water. Equal parts of sugar and rosé wine. I've had this, get this in here. And what we're gonna do is just like when we make simple syrup, we're basically just gonna melt the sugar into the wine. But then we're gonna jazz it up and we're gonna add raspberries to it too. So I'm using super fine sugar. I find it so much easier to use that because it just dissolves so much quicker. Let's throw this in there. It is so yummy. It's definitely a little bit boozy, for sure. And when I started making this, I just discovered it the other day. I thought, well, we could use, probably red wine might be interesting. We could try that one of these days. But that's this. So while it's dissolving, let's go ahead and put a whole little, I guess it's a half pint of raspberries. The little container at the market. There we are. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dissolve the sugar. Just gonna take a couple, maybe 30 seconds. And then we'll put these raspberries in and we're gonna let them simmer for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, this has been simmering now for 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm just kind of mushing down the raspberries just a little bit. So we're gonna turn it off. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple minutes to kind of cool off slightly, and then we're gonna strain it. Okay, we've been cooling this for just a little tiny bit. And here's what we're gonna do. Check this out. So see how this is coming off. The raspberries have broken down quite a bit. So now we're gonna go ahead and pour them carefully into our strainer. Okay. And then we will, as you can see, it's just the most gorgeous syrup in the world. We'll give it a quick little press here. Get all the yummy, tasty juices out of this. We're just about good here. And let me tell you, look at these leftovers here. Talk about a yummy byproduct. It's almost like a raspberry jam. Super tasty on toast or crackers or whatever. Because let's face it, what is it? Raspberry, rosé wine, and sugar? I mean, what's not to like? So I'm gonna set this aside, I'm gonna let it cool, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna use it. So my raspberry rosé syrup has cooled. I strained it into a nice little container, and let me show you what we're gonna do with it. We're going to make a raspberry rosé mimosa. So just a little bit of this in the bottom. This is so gorgeous. Wait till you see the color's fabulous. You have to be careful because this is fresh and it's gonna make this fizz up quite a bit. So pour slowly. Unless you want a big mess on your counter. This would be beautiful for like a baby shower brunch or a Mother's Day brunch, or it's so girly because it's so pretty and pink. And if you want it a little bit sweeter, add more of the syrup. It's very basic. Then let's go ahead just to jazz it up. Why don't we throw a few little raspberries in there? And I think maybe a little sprig of mint might be pretty too, huh? And what a simple, beautiful little cocktail. You can make this syrup probably, I've made it 3 or 4 days in advance and it holds just fine in the fridge. Just give it a shake. Let's give it a taste. Look how pretty that is. Is that just absolutely gorgeous with cute little floating raspberries on it? That is so tasty. You gotta try this one. It's easy breezy.